Mark 14:32-42. They went to a place called Gethsemane, and Jesus said to his disciples, "Sit here while I pray." He took Peter, James, and John along with him, and he began to be deeply distressed and troubled. "My soul is overwhelmed with sorrow to the point of death," he said to them. "Stay here and keep watch." Going a little farther, he fell to the ground and prayed that, if possible, the hour might pass from him. "Abba, Father," he said, "everything is possible for you. Take this cup from me, yet not what I will, but what you will." Then he returned and his disciples and found them sleeping. "Simon," he said to him, "are you asleep? Couldn't you keep watch for 1 more hour? Watch and pray, so that you will not fall into temptation. The spirit is willing, but the flesh is weak." Once more he went away and prayed the same thing. When he came back, he again found them sleeping because their eyes were heavy. They did not know what to say to him. Returning the third time, he said to them, "Are you still sleeping and resting? Enough. The hour has come. Look, the Son of Man is being delivered into the hands of sinners. Rise, let us go. Here comes my betrayer."
On several occasions, the scriptures testify that Jesus, during his time on earth, lived a perfectly holy life. But the holiness of Jesus was more than simply the absence of actual sin. It was his perfect conformity to the will of his Father. On the night before Jesus went to the cross, he instituted the memorial that we call the Lord's Supper. And at the end of the meal with his disciples, he and his inner circle, that's Peter, James, and John, went to the Garden of Gethsemane. He left his friends to wait and pray. Matthew 26:39 says, "He went a little farther and fell on his face and prayed, saying, 'O my Father, if it is possible, let this cup pass from me. Nevertheless, not as I will, but as you will.'" And then he prayed that same prayer 2 more times, each time pledging to do the Father's will and not his own. For us as humans, it's possible to do the right action for the wrong motive. That doesn't please God. Holiness has to do with more than just mere acts. Our motives have to be holy. That is, arising from a desire to do something simply because it is the will of God. Consider the holiness of Christ, because his life is meant to be an example of holiness for us. Jesus made the statement, "I always do what pleases him," referring to his Father. That's different from saying, "I never sin." Do we dare take that as our personal goal in life? Are we truly willing to scrutinize all our activities, our goals, and our plans, and all of our impulsive actions in the light of that statement, "I'm doing this to please God"? The call to discipleship is to follow in the steps of our teacher. He has set the example that we are to follow. In all of our thoughts, in all of our actions, in every part of our character, the ruling principle that motivates and guides us should be the desire to follow Christ in doing the will of his Father.
Mary came unto the tomb of Jesus. The Lord was gone, the stone had been rolled away. The angel said, "Fear not, I know who seek thee. He is risen," this she heard him say. Gone, the stone is rolled back, he's gone. The tomb is empty, he's gone to sit at his Father's side. Sin is defeated, he's gone to live forevermore. And now, my friend, if you don't know my Savior, please don't wait till it's too late to pray. Oh, don't wait until your life is over, then to find your chance has gone away. Gone. Stone is rolled back, he's gone. The tomb is empty, he's gone to sit at his Father's side. Gone. Over death triumphant, he's gone. Sin is defeated, he's gone to live forevermore. He's alive again. The stone's been rolled away. He's alive again. He's no longer